Good day, mate. The Daily Fill goes to the land down under, Australia. On the next few episodes, we're gonna show you the lights and sounds, food, nature, and wildlife of Sydney, Australia.
But first, if food and travel is your passion, then this channel is perfect for you.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get your regular dose of the Daily Fill. Have a good day, mate. Hello, Pilipinas! Nandito na kami sa Sydney, Australia. Just arrived from the airport. We just checked in at our hotel, Sydney CBD Hotel. It's currently 4 the afternoon. Still have some time left to discover Sydney.
We're going to visit first the Hyde Park, which is the most famous park here in Sydney, and also St. Mary's Cathedral.
Good day, Australia. Good day, Philippines. It's day 2 of our Sydney adventures. We had a good night's sleep last night, so we are very recharged. We're ready for day 2. And today we're really excited because we get to see some of the most iconic landmarks right here in Sydney. What do you have in store for today, mate?
So for today, we're going to visit the Royal Botanical Gardens, as well as the Governor's House, the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and of course, the Sydney Opera House.
Right behind me is the most iconic landmark of Sydney and probably the rest of Australia, the Sydney Opera House. It is a multi-purpose venue for performing arts built in 1959, and in 2007 it was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Dito na po kami sa Sydney, Australia. Sino po bang mag-aakala na makakarating po kami sa bansang ito? The land down under. Okay naman po, perfect ang weather. Fall season right here. The 4th week of May. We're having a good time so far. The Australians are really, really nice. Infrastructure and the surroundings are all beautiful. The food is good, although it's a little bit expensive, but overall, we're having a good time.
That is right. Hello guys! So, andito na kami ngayon sa Sydney. I still can't believe that We're here. Nakikita lang namin to sa postcards. It's just a dream. Today, it literally came true.
So just around 15 minutes away from the Sydney Opera House is Mrs. Macquarie's chair. There is a view deck beside it that provides you a panoramic view of the Sydney Harbour, the Sydney Opera House, and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. So this journey of ours to Australia started July of last year. That's when we were able to book tickets, round-trip tickets to Australia via Cebu Pacific for only 6,500 pesos during their seat sale. Now, Cebu Pacific flies to Sydney 4 times a week. Para sa ating mga kababayang Pilipino, kailangan po natin ng visa bago makapunta ng Australia. We started our visa application back in November. The process was really smooth because everything can be done online. Based on our observation, it looks like Australia is looking into 2 things when considering approving your visa application. Number 1 is your source of income. So I guess that would be employment, and then if you own a business. And then number 2 is your travel history. After traveling around Asia, we felt confident that we have a chance to get approved. And so we took a shot, and after 6 days, we got an email that our application got approved. And we are right here. We still cannot believe it. Right behind me is another iconic landmark of Sydney, the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It runs between the Sydney Central Business District and the North Shore. It was nicknamed the coat hanger because of its arch. We're still right here at the foot of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It's currently 4:30 p.m. at naghihintay lang kaming dumilim. Tonight is the first night of Vivid Sydney, an annual event in the city wherein there are lots of illuminations, art exhibits, music festivals, talks and conferences. I think we are here in the perfect spot. Just in front of us is the Sydney Opera House, and right behind us is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Hintay lang namin magdilim. Good morning, Australia. It's day 3 of our Sydney adventures. Yesterday, we really had a great time at Circular Quay. Today, we're going to discover some of the nature attractions of the city. What do we have in store for today,
For today, we're
John?
going to visit the Blue Mountains. After that, we're going to visit Botanical Markets.
by stop number 14 right here at the Eco Point, where you'll have a magnificent view of the Three Sisters. So kung naghahanap kayo ng murang pasalubong, dito kayo magpunta sa Paddy's Market sa ilalim ng Market City. Sobrang daming mga souvenir items like keychains, magnets, and t-shirts. At marami pang mga walang silbing bagay. It's day 4 of our Sydney adventures, and we are right here in one of the most popular beaches in the world, Bondi. O, tara na, ligo na tayo! Right here at Bondi Beach. It's a Sunday. Surprisingly, the beach is not very crowded. The sun is shining brightly. I think the temperature is around 20 to 25 degrees. It's nice to just sit in the sand, relax, sunbathe. Hindi siya ganun kainit, hindi masyado nakakapaso. Pero yung tubig is sobrang lamig, so parang ayokong mag-swimming. Pero gusto na kami mag-swimming sa Bondi Beach. Ngayon papunta na kami sa Bondi Icebergs, a pool club just beside the Bondi Beach. What's great about this pool club is that they have a swimming pool, kind of like an infinity pool that's beside the ocean. Yung waves tumatama dun sa pool mismo. So that's pretty cool. We're gonna go there, relax, and unwind. Savor our last few days right here in Sydney. Dito na kami sa Bondi Icebergs, pero parang ayaw naming maligo kasi sobrang lamig ng tubig. The water is a little bit dirty, but yeah, it's a nice pool club. Alamig! So kakatapos lang namin mag-swimming sa Bondi Icebergs. Medyo hindi namin nasulit kasi sobrang lamig ng pool. Saglit lang kami doon. It was a little bit crowded. The facilities are a little bit old. It was okay. So pauwi na kami, pabalik na kami ng city, pero dito muna kami sa grassland just beside the Bondi Beach, and we're just chilling. Good morning, Sydney. It's day 5. It's our last full day right here in Australia. What are we going to do today,
We're
John?
going to experience Australian wildlife by visiting one of the most famous zoos here in Sydney, which is the Taronga Zoo.
Kakatapos lang namin magpunta ng Taronga Zoo, and we were able to see the kangaroos, the wallabies, and the koalas. But we only had 1 hour to roam around the zoo, so medyo bitin siya. And then we took the ferry back to Circular Quay. It's our last night here in Sydney, and we decided to go back the Sydney Opera House. Dito namin isuspend ang aming last few moments in Sydney.
Aww!
Guys, we're going home and we had a blast. My favorite would be the time we spent in the Sydney Opera House, the Harbour Bridge, and Bondi Beach. Ikaw, anong favorite mo?
The Bondi Beach is so relaxing.
The Aussies were really, really nice. We also had a fun culinary experience right here in Sydney. So check that out on our next episode. Thank you so much. This has been, again, the Daily Phil, conquering the world one country at a time using a Filipino passport.
Till next time.
Travel now, bills later. Bye! Bye-bye, Sydney! Bye-bye! Aww! Employment, and then if you have ito, this is the perfect go. Good morning, Australia. It's day 3 of our Sydney adventures. What do we have in store for today, John? 1, 2, 3, go. Good day, mate.
Hi! So we're done entering the Royal Botanic Gardens and visiting the government house. What can you say, Phil?